I'm Mike Loux, the chief for the Largo Police Department. On Friday, December 12th, we received notification from family members that 87-year-old Petro Kuqo, date of birth 11/7 of 38, was missing from his home at 1845 Oak Trail West, which is the apartment complex directly behind you. Family had last seen him around 9:30 in the morning inside the apartment. He's Albanian and does not speak English. He has dementia and the family typically uses an air tag to track him. But on Friday he was able to exit the apartment and go on a walk. Once family noticed that he was gone, they drove the area looking for him. When they couldn't find him, they contacted the police department. Our initial investigation revealed a video that we've sent out, and the video shows Petro walking northbound in the complex, inside the complex, but northbound on the roadway. He was wearing a gray pajama top, dark gray sweatpants, and black shoes. The video's been disseminated, and as you can see in the video, it's kind of he's walking with a slow shuffled walk. Pause for a second for the helicopter. Is that too loud for y'all?
No.
Using that video as a point of reference, the Largo Police Department has conducted an exhaustive search in the past 3 days, today being the 4th day, in an attempt to locate Petro. We have not located him at this time. A search has consisted of a grid search of this entire area by foot, the deployment of multiple canines, including canines from Pinellas Sheriff's Office and Pasco Sheriff's Office, and a bloodhound, a canvass of all the apartment sheds, out parcels, and vehicles in the parking lot and in the area, a canvass of the entire area and for the residences and the businesses in the area to see if they had any surveillance video which could lead us in a better direction. Additionally, we had aerial searches by multiple drones, including infrared and visual observations, and searches by Pinellas County Sheriff's Office helicopter. We've used boats and a jet ski to scan the waterways, up and down the waterways, on several days, including today, when FWC has just completed another run up and down the waterways behind the complex and in the near area. Additionally, we've contacted PSTA, local hospitals, and any other location which may have had an opportunity to interact with Petro in hopes that he may be there. At this point, we still have a lot of those phone calls out, and we have not located him. We're asking for the local community and here in the apartment complex and the surrounding areas and the communities a little farther away to remain vigilant. Keep your eyes open, check your video surveillance systems, and report any sightings you may have to the Largo Police Department at 727-587-6730. If you believe you may have seen something, anything, nothing's too small. Reach out, we want to hear from you. Like I said, no information is too small, and even the smallest detail may help us find them. And at this time, I'll pass the mic over, and then I'll answer any questions you may have.
Hi, my name is Elena Mita, and Petro is my grandfather. The Largo Police Department has done a very thorough job canvassing the area, and I know a lot of people have been reaching out and asking how they can help, and I really appreciate all the support we've gotten. At this point, we don't really know where he could be. There haven't been any clues or sightings, so I encourage everyone, even if you're not in Largo or Toyota directly, to still check your ring cameras and still keep an eye out, because there is some possibility if he's not in this direct area, he could be anywhere in Pinellas County. So even if you're anywhere else other than here, please just continue to keep an eye out and keep commenting, sharing, and liking, and any more eyes we can get, the better. Share. So, thank you.
I'll try to answer any questions if you have any.
Aside from this camera footage, are there any other clues that you guys may have found that has kind of tightened the search?
No, like I said, the only thing that we have is the camera footage that puts him in front of the complex walking northbound. We have a camera video surveillance from the gas station here that's kind of limited, and what we think he may not have been able to leave because of the way the video camera is. But of course, you never know whether he shuffled past the video and we just missed it. But no, that's what we're looking for. In this day and age, everybody has Ring doorbells or cameras on their house. Any kind of surveillance, just take an opportunity, take a couple minutes, pass it through. The closer you are to Friday, you know, if you live super close, then look Friday morning sometime. If it's Saturday, look a little farther away if you live farther away.
Where was the air tag?
Where do they normally keep the air tag? It was normally in his wallet, but he left in his pajamas, so he didn't have an opportunity to carry the air tag.
They just moved here 2 weeks ago, so it's not.
She said they just moved here 2 weeks ago, so he's not really too familiar with the area.
Knowing that this is an older gentleman with dementia who's not familiar with the area, what kind of challenges does this pose for you guys in the search and rescue team?
It's just like looking for anybody. I mean, you're trying to find out where they may have been. When you have a missing person, it's all a guessing game on where they could be. So again, we rely on the kind of surveillance evidence that we can find, witnesses, surveillance video, anything like that to help us find it. Be the same with a child, anybody.
What impact does US 19 have in your search grid? You know, it's limited for him to be able to go east and, you know, like down at Whitney Road. Are you trying to concentrate maybe anything west of 19?
So the US 19 creates a natural barrier. So while we have not excluded him being on the other side of 19, as you observe, there's Jersey barriers running up and down 19. The same with the apartment complex. It's got wrought iron fencing on both the east side and the north side. On the west side is all full of thickets and super thick grass and trees and vines. It looks like it would be super hard for him to navigate, especially when you watch the video and he's got sort of a shuffle to him. What we did on foot, went through all the bushes, the ravine that's back there. So, and then this roadway out here is on the south side. So we considered all the natural barriers there, and we're limiting our search, or we were limiting our search to the same thing that you would think where he could possibly get in that amount of time.
We're now on day 4. Knowing that it has been so long, I know that every hour, every minute matters. Are you guys feeling a certain type of way knowing that the days are adding up?
No, we're actually optimistic. We haven't found anything bad at this point, so it looks good, and our hope is that hopefully he found shelter somewhere or somebody's given him shelter, and then at some point, maybe with all this coverage and some of the social media, that he'll pop up and somebody he'll show up.
So people are being asked to look at their surveillance camera. Give me a better timeline from the timestamp you have at either the gas station or here, and then from the time he was noticed to be missing.
You have the timeline. About 8:50, close to 9 o'clock on Friday morning is when he was seen walking northbound. Absent of that, they could use their best guess. Like I said, if they're in an apartment complex immediately north of here, maybe they could look closer to Friday, but I would suggest they look the full 4 days. So we don't have any other video or any other kind of knowledge to where he could possibly be. So if you're in the immediate area, or even the area a little bit bigger at large, check your videos, spend a few minutes and look at, especially on like a home video system. I think most of them track it and they have little notches where you can see where there's motion. So put a couple efforts in, a couple minutes in to help out if you can.
Is this part of the search still? Yes.
Yes.
We understand that there was a car crash Friday morning when he went missing. That road was blocked off. Could pedestrians potentially have gone through that when there were no cars going onto the roadway?
I don't know I know there was a crash out there, and I know the investigators are aware of the crash and they've looked into that. I can't tell you whether somebody made it across 19 or not, but you can look out and see the barriers in between here and the roadway. So.
And the road you were spotted on going northbound, is that the front of the road right here?
No, it's inside the complex, so it's right here around the other side of the building. So you got the roadway, a wrought iron gate, frontage road, and then US 19.
Is there any kind of gate to get outside of that at some point?
There's not in the wrought iron fence, there's not.
What are the most immediate dangers you guys are concerned about right now? Is the water, the highway? I mean, what are we thinking of some of the challenges?
His welfare and where he is. Any kind of concern. It's been a couple of cold nights, so certainly we're thinking that. And again, because we haven't found him, our hopes are extremely high that he's found shelter somewhere. He's going to show up, or we're going to find him, or somebody's going to call in with a sighting.